Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I've got 4 videos for you today. The first one is with Judge Cato in Texas. The next one is with Judge McNally. And then there's a crazy woman, or maybe she's crazy, maybe not, I don't know. But she's got a sock in her hair with Judge Meyer in Washington. And then the last one is with Magistrate Urich. And I'll let you guys watch.
This is 2011 EM506173, Ms. Lindsay Johnson, Mr. Raul Mendez. Looks like this is a suit for modification and confirmation of arrears. Is that right, Mr. Caballero?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Mendez, Ms. Johnson, I believe you'll both be testifying in a few moments. Ms. Johnson, you're muted. We can't hear you. But I need to swear both of you in to testify.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Do each of you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you both. Okay. We have Mr. Caballero from the Attorney General's office. He will have questions for each of you. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. And just to begin, I'd ask the court take judicial notice of the prior order in this case. It is a order establishing the parent-child relationship, which was signed by the court on October 16th of 2012.
Okay. Court takes judicial notice of the prior order.
And I'd also ask the court take judicial notice of the prior pleading that is currently on file by the Office of the Attorney General, the suit for modification of support order and motion to confirm support arrearage. This was filed on December 12th of 2022.
Okay. Court takes judicial notice of the pending pleadings.
And one last thing, I have what's pre-marked as State's Exhibit A. This is a financial activity report. It shows the payment history on this case. It's an updated financial activity report based off of the pleading. So I offer what's been pre-marked as State's Exhibit A into evidence.
Okay. State's Exhibit A will be admitted. Can you give me the numbers? It's kind of small. I can't see
Yes,
it.
Your Honor. There is a small agreement regarding the numbers, so they may change. And so I want to be able to discuss that potential agreement with the court and go from there based off of possession credits and things like that.
Okay. What about the medical?
The parties had agreed that the child support arrears with credits for possession would be $5,830.93 as of April 9th of 2023.
Okay.
And then the medical support arrears balance would be $3,359.97 as of April 9th of 2023.
Okay. Any agreement on payback?
I believe there was an agreement on the medical support payback in the amount of $25 a month.
Okay.
Nothing regarding the child support payback amount at this time.
Okay, we'll address that later then.
Yes, and I'll adjust that later with the pleading with the remaining issues.
Okay, if I haven't done so, State's Exhibit A, the financial record, would be admitted into evidence, subject to further testimony.
Thank you, Your Honor. I first call Mr. Mendez.
Yep.
Mr. Mendez, first I'm going to start on the top with all of our issues and kind of work through it with the court, okay? And I'll ask Ms. Johnson very similar or to the same questions, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Mendez, can you please state your full name for the record?
It's Raul Rodriguez Mendez, Jr.
And what is the name of the child before the court?
Christopher Durgan Mendez.
How old is Christopher?
16.
Who does Christopher currently live with?
With me, my current residence, the one that's established.
Now, Mr. Mendez, regarding the information being in a court order today, where you live, where you work, your social security number, telephone number, things like that, would you suffer any type of harm, harassment, or abuse if Ms. Johnson had access to that information through a court order today?
Yes.
Why specifically Ms. Johnson?
Specifically, it's not specifically on me. It's just it's an issue with everybody. Like I don't know. I can't. I'm not. she makes decisions to be with certain individuals where those certain individuals have access to like getting like your email and like just making like loans and name like getting stuff off of your name. And that's why I don't want access to her to have access to anything from me.
Has there been any family violence between you two in the past 2 years?
Past 2 years, no.
Has there been family violence in the past between you two prior to the 2 years?
Prior to 2 years?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Like in, I don't remember, in like 2005, I think it was, or 6. I don't remember the year.
Have you all been able to be in communication regarding the child recently with Christopher in the past 6 months or so?
She came and she was wanting to talk to him or whatever, and she thought that I was telling him not to go with her. She called SAPD. 2 officers came. One officer was outside with her. One officer came inside with me, and the other officer.
That's a lie.
Ms.
The
Johnson,
cops stayed
Ms.
outside.
Johnson, let him finish, please, and then we'll hear from you. Go ahead, Mr.
You can continue, Mr. Mendez.
The other officer came inside to my house with me, talked to my son, and the officer, my son told him, my son is here with me right now, told him that he did not want to go with her, he didn't want to see her. And she hasn't been here, and she hasn't heard from him, she hasn't seen him, and he hasn't heard from her in any kind of way.
Mr. Mendez, why was Miss Johnson, why did she show up to, I guess, get Christopher back in her possession? Was it to get Christopher back in her possession, or why did she show up to your house that night?
No, she said that she just wanted to see him or for him to go with her or whatever, but he didn't want to go with her. That's what she said. I don't know.
And when did that incident occur?
I don't remember the exact date. I mean, I can try to call like the SAPD or like I have to go to the where I went for the form for the first time for the incident report that was filed on her for the date was 1/11/2021.
Okay, so this was.
I would have to go there to find out like the date of it and like to get the report from them. Like, you know what I mean?
So this was about 2 years ago.
What do you mean? No, when it happened?
Yes.
About that? No. It just recently happened. It just when the 2 officers were here.
And so if it recently happened, what day did it recently happen?
What day did it happen? I don't know. I would have to see. Like, I can't give you an exact date because I don't remember the exact date.
So
it was before.
Was it within?
Yeah. My son says he thinks it was before Thanksgiving.
Your Honor, could I ask that if the child subject to the suit is in the same room with Mr. Mendez, that he be removed from the same room?
Mr. Mendez,
go there. Go to your room. Go there.
Mr. Mendez, we need your testimony, not your son's. So would you
I'm
ask?
Sorry, sir. No, he was just here. He was just in here. I didn't know if he had to be here. Okay, sir. I'm ready.
Ask him to go to another room, please.
Yeah, I sent him to his room. I'm alone. I'm in the garage. I'm by myself.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Caballero.
Okay. So, Mr. Mendez, you're on your telephone, so I'm going to share my screen with the court for a moment, so everyone else can see. But the financial activity report shows that you're currently in child support arrears, and you've agreed to do the possession credits as of January of 2021, that you've had possession of Christopher since that time. Is that correct?
May I speak to that? That is correct, but the only reason because I agreed to that, and the reason for agreeing to that is so that way she can be happy on whatever life she wants to state. But the true fact is, on August 14, 2019, he came with me. So, I mean, I don't know. I had faith in that.
I have pictures and physical
Hold on, Ms.
evidence
Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, we will get to you in a moment, ma'am. Okay?
So, Mr. Mendez, how did Christopher end up in your possession?
He came to me.
How?
Miss Johnson brought him, and then I don't know, like a couple weeks later, she dropped off her stuff in front of the garage.
Was there an agreement that was made between you two regarding Christopher coming to stay with
I
you?
didn't talk to. He came. He came. Was there an agreement? Yes, about the school, about picking him up, taking him like wherever he needed to go, like everything. Yes, there was an agreement, a verbal agreement about that.
So what time was there not an agreement? Has there ever been a time where Miss Johnson has wanted Christopher back in her possession?
She says that, but I mean, she can say whatever. Like I told the child support officer when I talked to Miss Cassandra, she's more than welcome to come with me or Christopher. My home do not have a restraining order on her. Any day he goes to school from 8 to 1. I mean, by 1 o'clock he's home, and from 1 o'clock, I'm at work all day. I don't get home till like 7 o'clock, sometimes 6:30. So she can come and ring the doorbell anytime she wants, any day, Monday through Sunday. On Saturday and Sunday, I'm here all day.
How
But, I mean,
often has Miss Johnson requested to reach out to have Christopher back in her possession?
I don't know. I mean, she's never came over here. She never said anything. When she came in the officers, when she called the officers, she didn't request, like she didn't want him. She just wanted to see him. And then like he was the one that told the officer that he didn't want to see her.
Why does Christopher not want to see her?
He told the officer that he didn't want to be with her anymore because she's always being with men that hit him, that push his head against the wall, I guess in the sheetrock. There was a CPS involvement in 2018 where she was with Christopher O'Keefe, where he hit him, he pushed him. Like that's on file, that's a record, that's on fact. I don't know.
So is this person still in Miss Johnson's life?
I don't know. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him or her. I don't know.
And Mr. Mendez, you said you're currently working right now?
Yes, I was fired from my job. I'm doing labor. It's construction labor. We get paid weekly, cash. I'm making payments through for the child support office on the south side. Doing postal money orders. I get paid, and I go to HEB, and I did get a postal money order from there, and I take the postal money order to the child support office, and I turn it into them, so like everything can be recorded or whatever.
How much do you get paid per day at this job?
It's only $100 a day. Like I told the gentleman that I spoke with at the child support office because like these past couple of days when it rained for 2 days, I couldn't go to work. I can only go to work like when it's not raining, or the weather's not bad, I guess, or not drivable or workable, I guess you could say.
Do you work overtime to make up for those days?
It's only $100. It's only $100 a day. It's only $100 a day. So the amount for the week, I can't state an amount for the week because it depends on the weekend and the weather.
Your Honor, hold on one moment. Miss Johnson, could you please put out the cigarette, please? We are in a virtual courtroom. And Mr. Mendez, do you have any private health insurance available for Christopher through either your odd jobs or anything like that?
No, she has him enrolled into Medicaid. I'm not even able to get a Social Security or a birth certificate. I went to the the City of San Antonio Office of City of Clerk Vital Records Division. They told me that they can't give me his birth certificate or social because the court hasn't changed and the state hasn't changed me to custodial parent. They're needing that to happen, and they're also needing sole managing conservatorship.
Mr. Mendez, the question was, do you have insurance available? Your answer is no.
Oh, no. I'm not paying anything for him. He's on Medicaid. Yes. No,
that answers the question. Thank you. Next question.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Mr. Mendez, are you in agreement to continue paying the $25 a month reimbursement for Miss Johnson to continue to provide Christopher on a government medical plan?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
All the payment process or whatever, it would be child support. When I talk after I get off with you, I'm gonna go to the office, and they're gonna tell me everything, and how to do everything, how everything works out.
Okay. With
Miss Cassandra.
with regards to any other requests to the court regarding current child support, things like that, the state had calculated, or let me ask you this, Mr. Mendez, do you have any other children besides Christopher?
Yes, sir.
How many other children do you have?
2.
Do they live with you?
No, sir.
Are you court ordered to provide child support for those 2?
Back pay for my oldest, he's 19, but not child support. It's back pay, and child support only for my youngest.
Okay. So you said your older one has your older one already emancipated? Then he's out of high school.
Yeah, he's already out of high school. He lives with his girlfriend, or his fiance, I should say, his fiance.
So one child before the court and one other child. The state had calculated the child support would be in the amount of $306 based off of the guideline amount, as Ms. Johnson's currently designated as the primary conservator. Are you in agreement with the state's calculation with that amount for child support for you to be ordered to pay today?
For me to pay something today? I don't have any money to pay today. I don't have any money. It's Monday.
Okay. What is your request regarding the child support to be ordered today in this case?
What do you mean? For me to pay something, or I don't understand the question. What do you mean?
Yes. What is your request regarding the current child support? Because the way it's asked right now, what the pleading on file does not have any change of status. It still describes Miss Johnson as the custodial parent, and you would be the possessory conservator in this case. So what is your request regarding the current child support to be ordered?
I mean, I just so I can get his birth certificate and his social. I mean, I'm just needing it for his primary doctor for his medical. Like, I'm needing it because it's on her name. You know what I'm saying? His Medicaid and all that is on her name. I can't get his. I can't. It's for his medical, his school. Like, that's like the main thing. Like, I don't know.
Mr. Mendez, would you consider letting Christopher move back in with Miss Johnson primarily from this point forward?
That's his decision.
No, it's not, Mr. Mendez. It's not his decision. He's 16 years old.
No, I mean, no, I don't. I mean, no, he can't go back. I mean, no.
What other requests do you have that the court should consider, Mr. Mendez?
I mean, I don't want to be able to have communication. I don't want any kind of communication with her. Like I said, I go to work in the morning. I don't come home till 6:30, 7 o'clock. She's more than welcome after his school Monday to Friday, 1 through 6, to come, ring the doorbell and ask for him, talk to him through the glass, talk to him through the window, however they want to do it.
So she can see him, but she can't take him with her?
I mean, not to live.
Why?
Because of the men that have been hitting him. No.
So this is a safety concern for you?
Yes.
Any other? No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Caballero, what is the current child support? I couldn't tell from the financial record.
Your Honor, the current child support is $75 a month.
And is Miss Johnson a joint managed conservator or a primary or a sole manager?
Let me share my screen with the court. There is some unique language in this order.
Yeah, let me see that.
So it shows that Miss Johnson is the managing conservator and Mr. Mendez is a possessory conservator of the child. However, there's a finding at the top here that shows that the court further finds that awarding obligor certain conservator rights is not in the best interest of the child. This second paragraph here.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, scroll back down again. Right there. Okay, it's Miss. Okay, I couldn't read the writing. It's Miss Johnson. Okay, thank you, sir. Next witness.
I call Miss Johnson. Ms. Johnson, I'm going to start from the top, asking very similar to same questions that I asked Mr. Mendez, okay? First and foremost, Ms. Johnson, can you please state your full name for the record?
Lindsay Ray Johnson.
And what is the name of the child before the court?
Christopher Draven Mendez.
How old is Christopher?
16.
Now, Ms. Johnson, if your information were in a court order today, where you live, where you work, your telephone number, social security number, things like that, would you feel subject to any type of harm, harassment, or abuse if Mr. Mendez had access to that information?
Just my address. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. And why is that?
Because he likes to come unannounced to the place of residence.
And how often has that happened?
In the beginning of the whole agreement, I told him that I was not staying at the place that I was at, and he just would pop up out of nowhere. And that happened like twice.
So, Ms. Johnson, the prior order, I'm going to share my screen again. The prior order did have the court order non-disclosure as to your information at that time. Are you wishing that that would be continued in this case?
Yes, sir.
Now, where is Christopher currently living, Ms. Johnson?
He's staying with his dad.
How long has Christopher been staying with his dad?
It was at least 2001. So 2001, 22, 23.
Do you mean
So
2021?
yes, 2021. So he's been staying there 3 to 4 years. I mean, 2 to 3 years. My bad.
Why did Christopher go to stay with his dad?
Because I got financially taken care. I couldn't financially take care of myself, and I was homeless. I was living with somebody else, and I couldn't afford him to stay with me. Since Raul got out of prison, he was been asking me for, oh, I can take care if you need help, I can help out. So I started having my seizures started getting bad. So we agreed that he was supposed to stay there for a week at his dad's house and a week with me. And then, in through the chaos of everything, miscommunication, cut all ties, belligerent, every time we would talk, the contact stopped.
Have you been in contact with Mr. Mendez since January, or I guess was it January of 2021? Excuse me.
Yes. And no, here, not every day, but no. There is one time I went to on Christmas a couple of years back, and he put his hands on me when I was just trying to see Draven. I came with his sister Aries, and we tried to go pick him up or see him something, and he didn't want me to. Raul Mendez put his hands on me. I didn't call the cops, so I left. After seeing, he allowed me to see Draven for like 20 minutes, and then after that we left.
So the agreement was week on, week off back in January of 2021.
Yes.
You mentioned that through all the chaos and miscommunication, what happened that would keep that Christopher would stay with Mr. Mendez from that point on instead of following the week on,
Again,
week
it
off?
was because I didn't. He would cut the ties. He wouldn't let me talk to Draven. The school wouldn't call me. He just cut all ties. He would change his number every time I would have his number. He would change his number, so there was no way of any kind of contact at all with him. if I even could.
I have
But
stated before the court that you would be in agreement to give possession credits for the child support arrears going back to January of 2021, and that judgment be in the amount of $5,830.93, giving those possession credits. Are you still in agreement with that?
yes, I am.
The medical support arrears balance was also $3,359.97 as of yesterday, with payment being $25 a month on those arrears. Are you in agreement with that judgment being taken on the medical support side?
Yes, sir.
How often have you asked Mr. Mendez to get Christopher back in your possession?
Um, as much as I can. Christmas, like I said, Christmas, and then the one recently, it was this year. It was not before Thanksgiving. It was this year. Um, oh no, wait, we just got into this year. My bad. It was, yes, it was Thanksgiving last year. My bad. Yes,
So
I'm
Thanksgiving
sorry.
of 2021, 2022, excuse me, was the last
Yes,
time you attempted to meet
yes,
Christopher.
yes. And cops was called that time. They only spoke to me. They didn't speak to Draven. They just spoke to me and they just waited till I left. And then after I left, they left. They didn't,
Mr. Mendez stated that the reason Christopher would be staying with him is because of I guess an ex-boyfriend or a boyfriend of yours, that there was someone in the home.
before, yes, in 2008, came out of prison. Yes, I did got in with a boyfriend. He got on a protective order and whatever. When he got out, he stayed. Raul Mendez stayed with me and made sure everything was good. After everything, I he stayed. Christopher Mendez continued to stay with me even till 2001 until he Draven went to his dad. 21, yeah. January, June, July of 2001,
Has Christopher
2021.
talked to you about his living situation and what he would like?
He hasn't able. He all contact. The last time I talked to him, um, he was talking to me through a Wi-Fi text me app. And all he wanted to do was like, Mom, I miss you, I want to see you, I want to see you. He even was wanting to see my wanted to see other people, and he was like, I miss you. And then after like a week of talking to Draven Christopher, the contact stopped. After I was
When was
calling,
that? When was that? That
um
contact with Christopher?
again it was 2002, around 2022 of last year. And it was maybe af- so it was after that incident with the cops. So it was like December of the last year, maybe around
Huh.
there.
The Again, Mr. Mendez has stated that it's a safety concern for him to have Christopher placed back in your possession. Are there
Well,
still people who lives with you in your home?
it's just me. I when I went to go see him, I even told him I didn't have a boyfriend, and in that this and that and that and that. But at the same time, how would he even know there's a safety when he doesn't have no contact? Raul doesn't even try. Like I tried when he got out of jail and his grandfather was alive. His grandfather called me and asked me to help. He was like, "Look, he's in jail. Help me." And then when he gets out of jail, contact was cut again.
Miss Johnson,
There was nothing. So
has a ex-boyfriend or a significant other assaulted Christopher in the past, as what Mr. Mendez had stated?
Just the incident that was that he mentioned, the 2018. Yes, if you pull up the case, and stuff like that. But ever since then nothing has happened
How
or
involved
anything
is
like
that
that.
person in your life currently?
No, he's in prison. He's in jail. The case is already closed and everything.
How long is that person going to be in jail?
I want to say like he got like 7 to 10 years or something like that on the case.
Now, the state had calculated that child support would be in the amount of $306, which includes a $25 medical support reimbursement for you providing the health insurance through a government medical plan. Are you in agreement with the state's calculation on the child support? Ms. Johnson?
Yes, sir. I said yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Mr. Mendez had requested that no child support be set because he has possession of the child Christopher in this case. What is your I guess response to that?
I'm good with no child support. Like I just want to see my son. I want to be able to see my son. I want to get mandatory drop-offs so that we don't have to have through the courts. So we don't have to have that communication with each other. He needs to allow me to see my son. This is the whole purpose of this whole court. And then the whole reason why I don't go to the place is because all the times that I've been to his place, he put his hands on me or threatens to pour liquid or something. I
Miss
just
Johnson,
want to see my son.
the prior order, did it order visitation?
Yes.
What was the visitation ordered in the prior order?
The only on the agreement when he started staying with my son, when my son started staying with his dad, the agreement was supposed to be a week on, week off, and I was able to see my son. Then there was no communication, and then there was no agreement on seeing him. There was no communication, no communication.
But this was after Mr. Mendez was released from prison?
Yes, when Draven started seeing, and Draven, when he was staying with me, he would go to his dad's every weekend, and there was no problems. There was no problems then. The communication, actually, I don't understand why he wanted to not let me see my son, because he would pick up his son. I would be like, yeah. And there was time, maybe weeks at a time, especially on holidays. Like, I don't understand. His grandfather or grandmother would pick Draven up, and they will have their weekend. He gets dropped off.
Okay.
So
Miss
there's
Johnson, one last question. I don't want to belabor the points too much. The communication between you and Mr. Mendez, are you requesting the court to order any type of app close communication?
yes, because I would like to have communication. If he doesn't want me to know his number or anything, then let me have something court ordered for me to talk to my son, on a daily.
Um,
So my son
Your
can
Honor,
be
I do
able
want
to
to
talk
just
to me.
hold on, Miss Johnson. Your Honor, I do want to let the court know that there is no pleading on file regarding visitation or, I guess, communication
Modifying.
regarding the child and the parents. The prior order did have visitation set. I can share my screen for the court,
Yeah, let me see
but
that.
it was a limited visitation as to, I believe, Mr. Mendez
First
was
Saturday,
incarcerated at the time that this order was set in place.
So Mr. Mendez had the visitation right the first Saturday of each month for 2 hours from 12 to 2, supervised. Okay.
I know it's been 10 years plus since The prior order was put in place, Your Honor.
There's no modification of that order.
But there's been no modification as to the visitation
What,
language.
what was that order signed? You told me 2012.
It was signed October 16th, 2012.
Okay.
Mr. Mendez was defaulted on that order.
Okay.
The reason why it was like that was because at that time he me, and there was a police order against him, and I had a protective order also too against Raul Mendez, and I was worried. I didn't want child support. I told the guy I wanted 0.
Johnson, let me ask you, Christopher's school, are y'all in the same, are you and Mr. Mendez in the same school district?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
So he is going to a school in Mr. Mendez's district.
Yes.
And what do they have, about 7 or 8 weeks left?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm willing to work if it is a better way for my son to stay with his dad, that's fine. I just want to see my son. I don't think that it was fair of Raul Mendez to cut all ties with everything and then try to export me for money. You know, like I took care of him for 14 years while you're locked up, you know, like.
Okay, Ms. Johnson. Well, that decision was already made in the prior case that you had that was signed in 2012. Okay. Ms. Johnson, would you be able to get Christopher to school each day?
Yes. Well, if he starts living with me, I can have a bus pick him up from school and everything.
The same school he's going to now?
No, I will have to register him at a different school.
Okay. Now, do you work now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are your hours?
My hours are between 10 to 4.
Okay. And both you and Mr. Mendez live in San Antonio?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Having heard from everybody and read the prior order, this is where we stand at this point. Ms. Johnson, in the prior order, Mr. Mendez had sole custody of this child. You had very limited visitation rights. Nobody has requested that the court change that at all. In order to change custody, you got to file a request to modify conservatorship with the court and have a hearing on it. No one has ever done that. So Ms. Johnson has every right to have Christopher returned to her immediately. As long as she is the managed conservator, she gets to decide where the child lives. I can't change that. That's just state law. And until something is filed requesting that change, then we have to go with the prior order. So I'm going to modify child support to $306 a month, medical support $25, both begin May 1st, 2023. I will honor the parties' agreement to give possession credit to Mr. Mendez. So the arrears would be $5,830.93 as of yesterday, payable at $75 a month, Mr. Caballero. Medical support $3,359.97 as of April 9th, payable at $25 a month. I will grant a non-disclosure for Ms. Johnson. Mr. Mendez, she has every right to get Christopher back whenever she wants him. Okay? Are you there, sir?
And Your Honor, Your Honor, the determination of the non-disclosure for Mr. Mendez in this case.
Well, he had no grounds except he didn't want it. Mr. Mendez?
Hello?
Did you hear?
I was muted. Okay, yes, sir. Yeah, I heard you, but I was saying, yes, sir. Okay. Can you ask me the question again, please?
What's that?
What was that? What happened? Or I mean, I heard what you were saying, but the question I'm asking, if you asked me a question, right?
I want to make sure you understood that Ms. Johnson is the parent with the control over Christopher. You are not.
Okay.
She has every
Okay.
right to take this child whenever she wants him. So, Ms. Johnson, whatever you want to go get him, that's fine. The child has no say-so. He doesn't get to make decisions because he is still a minor. So, Mr. Mendes, if you want full custody of this child, you need to file the appropriate legal proceedings, set a hearing in court, and that will be decided by the judge, whoever that judge is. But that will be the order of the court. And Ms. Johnson, whenever you want to go get him, it's up to you. So I'd take a copy of your order with you, showing you have that right. Anything else, Mr. Caballero?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, court cost as billed. Thank you all. That'll conclude this hearing.
Understood. Thank you.
Capital One versus Bosquetti, 2501643.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Tiffany Palmer on behalf of plaintiff P number 74809 for the record.
Morning. Mr. Bosquetti, how are you? Your name, sir?
David Bosquet.
Good morning. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. Give me 1 second here. I want to pull up. Your motion. Okay, so I didn't understand that. It was something to the effect, misunderstood rules or something like that. And then we were scammed by Publishers Clearinghouse. Is that what you said, sir?
Yes,
How are you scammed by Publishers Clearinghouse?
Said that you had won a prize.
we won a prize.
I know, but how does that relieve you from this debt? What does that have to do with anything here? Why didn't you answer the complaint? And do you have a defense to this?
Am I allowed to help talk?
Who are you?
A friend from church.
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. I wish I could let you help,
That's okay.
but I just can't. You're not a lawyer, and I cannot allow somebody who's not a lawyer to practice law. Sir, is this your debt here?
No,
What do you mean, no? You didn't take out a credit card with Capital One?
You have a credit card with that.
Wait a second. Let's slow down here, folks. Now, ma'am, are you Mr. Busquets' wife?
I am.
Okay, but you're not a party here. Okay? They didn't sue you. So I can't allow you to help him, talk to him, represent him. I'm going to make sure he understands everything here. All right? They think you owe them $10,180.58. Now you're in a courtroom. You can't tell me, no, that isn't my card unless it isn't your card. You can't talk. Wait a minute. Your friend can't help you. Your wife can't help you. I mean, no disrespect, sir. I'm going to make sure that you understand everything, but you cannot confer with other people here. If they were in the courtroom, I wouldn't allow them near you by the podium here. We're doing this because we're trying to be nice, and we want people to be, I guess, we want people to have more convenient access to the courts. I want you to listen to my question. I want you to not talk to your wife or your friend and answer this question. Did you take out a credit card with Capital One? Yes or no?
no, I did not.
You never used a Capital One credit card?
No, sir.
It's got your name all over these documents here. You don't have to sign a application. If you get the credit card and you start to use it and you don't pay on it, then you're on the hook for the money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 second. I don't know what the Publishers Clearinghouse. Look, you didn't answer the complaint on time, and you don't seem to have a defense. You're writing the court administrator, I see here, and you're saying, I don't know what the charges are for. I did buy, you said 3 pairs of pajamas or something like that. What'd you say here? Give me 1 second. It would have been helpful if items purchased were listed, including the date of purchase. That may help to determine if there were any fraudulent purchases. I do recall buying pajamas, 3 pairs of Dockers slacks, 2 pair of denim pants, and a light jacket. My wife and I are 83, have been scammed by Publishers Clearinghouse. We struggle to pay the debt this caused with our Social Security, with our SSA and pensions. Did you make a police report? Who scammed you? You can't just say Publishers Clearinghouse. Who scammed you, sir? Sir, are you listening? Listen to me. Who scammed you? And how did they scam you?
Publishers Clearinghouse.
I know, what'd they do? Talk to me, sir. You got to talk to me. Don't talk to your wife. Sir, you have to talk to me. Please talk to me.
I didn't have to have the money at the time, and I was a little bit late, but I did pay for it.
Pay for what?
Those pajamas, I guess.
How did Publishers Clearinghouse scam you? Did you make a police report? Sir, you got to talk to me, please. I got all these people waiting. I can be patient, but I don't want to keep them waiting. Would you please talk to me and tell me how Publishers Clearinghouse scammed you, and did you make a police report? Man, sir, are you capable of driving? Do you drive a car?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a valid license?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you drive up to the courthouse? You live right half a mile, 3/4 of a mile from here. Do you mind doing that? Will you do that for me, or is that going to trouble you some way? Mr. Bosquet, you got to talk to me, sir. We got to talk. I feel like you gotta help me out here. Can you drive up to the courthouse?
Yes, I did.
No, can you now drive up to the courthouse? You can't be more than 4 minutes away. You live on Jackson and Trenton still, right?
Yes, I did drive in.
Who is the woman, the friend here? Listen to me. Tell me your name.
Holly Tiss.
Spell your last name.
It's Thisse. They are at my house right now. They're not at their house. They don't have internet.
Where's their house?
Their house is in Trenton.
Where's your house?
In Woodhaven.
How far are you from the courthouse?
Probably 6 minutes if I don't hit the train.
Are you just friends with them? Or are you related to one of them or not?
My husband is related to them.
How?
David's wife, Sally, and my husband's grandfather are cousins.
Okay. I need him to talk to me. He's not talking to me.
He has dementia.
Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about.
Yes.
That's why, okay, I got it.
We can drive over.
Does Mrs. It looks like he owes this debt. I'm just trying to figure out if somebody scammed them, and if they did, I want them prosecuted.
I'm beginning to think that the issue was the dementia and not the scam with this particular debt.
Yeah. All right. Why don't you drive them up here? Can you do that? You got a valid license?
Yes. Yep.
Just be careful, okay, Miss Palmer?
Okay.
You can do what you're going to do and then come back in 20 minutes or so, or half an hour.
Do you want me to come up there, Your Honor?
You don't have to come up here. I'm just saying you could Zoom.
Okay.
No, but I'm just trying to say you don't have to wait and listen to me go on with everything else. You can come back at 1:45. Okay? Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks. Come on up, folks. We'll try to handle this. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Albert Allen. Okay. Let's say Capital One versus Biscott 2501643. There you go. Can you come up here, sir? I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle this. I'm not sure he's understanding everything, Ms. Palmer. Sir, you can have a seat right there. How you doing, Mr. Biscott?
I'm starting to wake up, sir.
Wake up? Yeah, I'd like to wake up. It's 10 to 11. But I've been up since 6, so that's okay. All right. Do you understand everything that's going on here?
Yes, sir.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you owe this debt?
Pardon me?
Okay, now listen, we're going to correspond. I'm going to keep my voice up nice and loud. Do you owe this debt to Capital One?
No, I don't. I never used their card.
But you didn't really deny it in this answer. You say I might have bought 3 pair of Dockers, 2 pair of pants, light jacket, and pajamas. Counsel, do you have any of these bills?
So we have
bills from Capital One.
Yes, so we do have 12 months of statements, but it doesn't go back to the transactions he was making, but it does show the payments being made. So during that 12-month period.
Sheriff Povich, you have to take your head off, please. It's okay. So All right, so it shows payments, but no transactions, purchase transactions.
No, we don't have back that far. No. Now, my understanding, and obviously, this information was elicited from the group when I was in the breakout room. But my understanding was the position about the publish clearinghouse was that has put them in an insolvent situation where they do not have any money.
That's pretty clear reading this.
Yeah.
And as you know, you can't garnish or attach Social Security benefits.
Right. And I did indirectly, obviously I'm not their attorney, but I did indirectly talk to them about the methods of collecting on a judgment. And I mean, a judgment is only a judgment. So,
can't commingle your Social Security benefits with other funds and have them protected. Okay? If you're collecting Social Security and that's the only thing you have, as long as you don't commingle them, if you have them put in a separate bank account, they can't get at those. Okay?
I retired from after 39 years, and then I get that money from them, and then I get the security of
I don't know what you want me to do, though. What do you want me to do here, Ms. Palmer? I got a motion for summary disposition. I've got a gentleman telling me this isn't his debt. I was told by somebody else that he's got.
I was notified, sir, can I start?
Absolutely.
I was called by the people in New York had called me and they said that if I work with them, they'll give me this, and it was $100,000 and a few other things like.
You know what? I wish I was a circuit judge and those characters came in front of me. I'd give them every single day I could. Every single day I could.
That was
just preying on elderly people. It just makes me want to stick the fat end of a ball bat down my throat.
This goes back to 2.5 years. I've worked in different areas and I had some things that I won.
Yeah, they scammed you.
Put up on a wall, and the person that was.
Did you make a police report?
No, I did not.
Why not?
I thought that that was too.
Listen, I want you to listen to me in the back there. The wife of the relative of Mrs. Busquet. Do you have documentation to support any of this? Does he have documentation of any kind? I don't want you to answer by yelling here, but he needs to, if he has any documentation, I don't care how long it is, he needs to go to the police. Now, these are tough. You know, these guys are calling from Timbuktu. And they say that they're around the block. That just sickens me. I'm kind of at a loss, Ms. Palmer. I guess I'd like to see you get some statements. You're saying they're not available at all?
No, we just don't have them. So since this
Well, let's get.
Okay.
Listen, I want everybody to listen. Can you understand me, sir? I want to make sure you understand me.
Yes.
I'm going to have the lawyer send you itemized statements of the bills that were incurred through your Capital One card, and maybe it'll refresh your recollection. Maybe when you look at those, you're going to see, yes, I bought the pajamas and the slacks and some other things that I remember. And yes, these are probably my charges, or maybe they're not. I can't grant your motion to set aside default. I really need an affidavit showing, a signed sworn affidavit showing that you have a defense. And you can't do that by just saying, I don't know if these are mine or not. I don't think they are. You got to be sure because you're signing under oath. Do you still have your pension coming in? Yes, right? Yes?
Yes.
So if you owe the debt, and I'm not saying you owe the debt, but if you owe the debt, maybe you can talk to Ms. Palmer about setting up an installment payment order that's agreeable to both of you. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to have her send those statements to you, and you look them over and talk to whoever you need to talk to, and maybe it will refresh your recollection. Sometimes I go out and charge things and I forgot about it, and then when I look at the statement, it refreshes my recollection. And then I'm going to adjourn this for 3 or 4 weeks, okay? He can hire a lawyer. That's probably the best, but then again, he's probably got no money to hire lawyers, or not enough money to hire lawyers. Jennifer, give me an adjournment of I'm adjourning the motion to set aside default judgment. And you didn't really file a motion for summary on this. You just, so let's do it that way. But you need to have good cause for not answering the complaint and a meritorious defense that's set forth in an affidavit, which is a sworn statement. Okay? You have to sign in front of a notary. You could use somebody here. You could use them in a bank. Every bank has notaries. Let's adjourn it 4 weeks, Jennifer. Give me August. She's not out there. When is my civil date? How about August 26th? August 26th at 9 o'clock in the morning will be the motion to set aside default judgment. Okay? Are you understanding me? I'll try to explain it better if you don't. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. And I think you understand me, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. I wish you well. So,
Your Honor, may I interject? So I'm going to be at a conference on the 26th. I'm standing in, but I don't know if you want me to be present since I'm
I
not.
could care less. You've been here. Why don't we make it a week later? Jennifer, do I have September 2nd as a civil day, right?
It is, yes, Your Honor.
At 9 o'clock in the morning, September 2nd.
No. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I apologize. It's not. You have state. You switch back to state. It's September 8th you have.
Oh. And what time am I going to do it September 8th?
Whatever time you'd like.
9 o'clock in the morning. September 8th at 9 in the morning. Okay, sir?
Yes.
And the defendant's going to come in person. You want me to
Yeah, will you come in person? Could somebody bring him again? And you send him those records as soon as you can, and it'll probably refresh his recollection, okay?
Your Honor, do you have a preference on whether I come in person or not?
No, you can come by Zoom.
Okay.
It's a little harder sometimes with some, you know what I mean?
Yes. It's not a problem to come in person too, Your Honor.
I think it's just better for him to be here. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. So this comes on for a arraignment, criminal trespass in the first degree and resisting arrest. So you are Elizabeth Pippin? Did you get a chance to speak with her regarding her legal rights?
I did, Your Honor. We tried to get through them. I did make them through. She advised that she did understand them. However, I do have 1077 concerns and we'll be filing a 1077 evaluation for Ms. Pippin.
Oh, what?
So, I'm sorry, Ms. Pippin.
Hello, can I speak?
In a minute.
Oh, okay. Who is that person? Is it just me, or
Say that again.
is it just me that you're talking to? I can't see. Okay.
Yes, I'm just speaking to you right now, but I'm going to look at some things first.
Maybe.
So where is okay. So Mr. Does she have a fixed address?
Your Honor, it does not sound like it. It sounds like the address where it has been criminally trespassed from was the address in which she was residing.
6.
And that is where all of her property was at.
I need my dogs back. I don't know where they are. They said that they have them. My dogs are my life and my world. And I just got finished with a whole thing with the court about debate charges on me. And I know this I've talked to him this guy, me, Mr. Him before, and he has been very nice and he's been explaining a lot, but
Okay, so hang on just a minute, ma'am. I can't. So tell me about this. What's alleged to have occurred here?
You what?
I wanted speaking to some of the people in court. I want to find out kind of who's saying what about you, ma'am.
Somebody saying about me?
Yes.
What?
I don't know. I'm going to find out. That's what I'm waiting for him to tell me.
I don't even know.
Go ahead. So, ma'am, you're here because you're charged with criminal trespass and resisting arrest. So somebody's making the claim that those two things happen.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. Let me finish, please. Let me finish, please.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that other than that's what the charges are. What I'm going to ask the prosecutor is to tell me why you're charged with those things. Now, you might disagree with a lot of what you're going to hear. I get that, but I'm going to want to hear it. So, Mr. Holcomb.
Your Honor, the cliff notes of it is that law enforcement was dispatched to public service at Motel 6. Female guest, the defendant at the business had stayed past checkout time and the business owner trespassed from the property. After multiple attempts in getting the guest to leave the property, the female was placed under arrest for trespass. The female was placed in a wrap after resisting detainment and handcuffs. The female was transported to the Nisqually jail and booked for criminal trespass in the first degree as well as resisting arrest. During the resisting, the defendant also kicked at or towards the arresting officer. Our office has looked into it and is not currently pressing assault third degree charges, but they were referred to our office. And I would just note that the defendant's behavior was more than just passive resistance.
Okay.
I'll tell you why if you want to know.
Okay, ma'am, I don't want you to talk about what's alleged right now.
Can't believe this.
And
I have never been charged. I have never.
No, you haven't. You haven't. But
no, I've never been charged or arrested. Nothing. My
I know. I agree with you, ma'am. I can see that.
I mean, I don't understand. This is really hard for me because
I understand.
Hello, can I can't believe this crap. Sorry.
Just a minute. So, but that was dismissed a long time.
Because I think you have maybe two names under me. Two accounts under me for some reason. Because
I see. Sold, it was recently been dismissed. So, Mr. Holcomb. So what you're going to do is 1077.
Yes, sir.
So now we figure out where she's going to stay while that's pending. What's the state's position?
Your Honor, the state's position is that I would request an in custody evaluation, and the reasons for that are twofold. Firstly, the state predicts it will be very difficult for a 1077 evaluator to be able to get a hold of the defendant upon being released. And secondly, the behavior that was exhibited or as alleged to have been exhibited in this case is not indicative of someone who is going to cooperate with the 1077 evaluation process while out of custody.
not true. Not true. Yeah, I don't know you either. And listen, I've never been charged with a crime. The only reason why I've been having an issue right now is yes, my mom died. I have sold her estate in Kirkland. I have money and I don't need, I will hire a private lawyer like I have in the past. But two, I have been trying my hardest to do what they have asked. I have gotten my car done. Everything's legal now.
Okay, ma'am, can you ask? Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Do you have a place to go, to place to live?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I've been in hotels for a while, and my dogs and we're having a fun time because I don't know where I want to live. But see, I had a house in Roy for 17 years, and Cindy Bottoms, which is all the root to everything here. Cindy Bottoms is the person that scammed me out of my property, my home, everything. 4 months. I got no money for her scam. She owes me $2 million now. That is why I'm so upset, because she is out of Yale and she is a major gangster, and I have been the victim.
Okay, hang on, just again, I was just asking if you had a place to live.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just
okay.
Well, yeah, no,
So,
I
Ms.
have to now, but please, where are my dogs?
I don't know, ma'am. I don't know.
I need my dogs. I haven't been able to even call anybody.
Ms. Myers.
Somebody call a hotel, please, and ask will they have my dogs, please. Or no, they have my dogs from Water Police. Will somebody find, please, my dogs? Please.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Thurston County Public Defense to represent you. And I'm going to hear from Ms. Myers, respond to Mr. Holcomb. And then
my mom, I lost my husband, my mom. I have a Challenger. I don't even know where my car is. I don't know where any property is.
Okay, well, Ms. Myers.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this point in time, we would be objecting to an in-custody evaluation. First and foremost, none of the reasons stated by Mr. Holcomb fall within the 3.2 guidelines, which I believe we're still operating under, even if there is an evaluation being requested. There is no reason to believe that she would be a flight risk. The statement that there would be a hard time getting in contact with her from DSHS is irrelevant in this situation, because it's not, they don't contact her directly. We contact DSHS, and then we operate as kind of the middleman messenger in the situation and connect the client to the evaluation.
No. Thank you.
I think that holding her in custody.
Ma'am, you
DSH, anything. I am fine. You have not given me any type. You don't know me, so please. I will hire my own private lawyer, I guess, because I don't think that it's fair that you don't know me. Okay, I don't have never been any mental anything, but you know what I've been gone through the last one day here? I have been beaten so sideways by the men that picked me up from the hotel room and put me in straps Police so hard, the Tumwater police, man. I couldn't breathe. I was gasping. I was screaming bloody murder. And these are police officers. So when I got here, I was beaten up again by females. I had been branded. My handcuffs, my arms are 7 size. Bigger. 7.
Additionally, Your Honor, someone just based on how much they're asking someone to be held just based on their helpless experiences is not something that they
Don't tell me
change.
about mental health, because you don't know anything. So let me speak.
You have been, ma'am.
I know what I'm talking about. I have been beaten so bad. It's disgusting.
I don't think that there is a question that a 1077 evaluation should happen. However, individuals are still entitled to rights and not to be held in custody just because of their housing status, and also just based on what we think might happen with their connection with the DSHS. That's something that our office does. We've been appointed.
I won't
something that we should be able
qualify.
to figure out if we're able to do.
Try to get ahead. They keep slamming you down. You try to get ahead, people slam you down. I'm just trying to get back on. I'm doing great. But and everything fine. It was done with everything, and then slam. It's just lo and behold, I get hit again by this one people, Tumwater. They come in and they hit you and they handcuff you. They put you over. This is like the most unreal thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't trust police. I'm very scared of them. Very scared. Because I have not only been, you should see.
Okay, ma'am. So what's going to happen today? Is I'm going to set bail in the amount of $500 cash or bond. I will sign a 1077 order. Basis for that is I'm frankly concerned about her ability or willingness to reappear based on what I've heard. Today, we'll set it 1 week from today at 1:30 for a competency review.
Can you look at that, Your Honor? I was just there at right here on your district court. I was there every day for the whole year. I've seen you lots of times too.
Okay. And we'll see you again 1 week from today. And that bail is very low. And if you make that bail, you still need to be back in court a week from today at 1:30. So that's it for today, ma'am. You can be taken back.
So I'm released.
No, ma'am. Your bail's going to be set in the amount of 500 cash or bond. And then I'll need that order here, Ms. Myers.
I don't have.
You can be taken back, ma'am.
Calling case number 25, B like Berkeley, E03103. This is People versus Philippe Ejavon. Philippe Ejavon, are you available?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ejavon, you're available?
Yes.
Very well. Sir, you were present earlier today when the court explained the nature of an informal hearing. Is that true?
Yes.
And so you understood that you must select from one of 3 options to protect your own rights, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ejavon, the citation before the court was issued June 20 this year at approximately 3:45. You were operating a 2002 Volvo S80 red in color, northbound Coolidge Highway at or near 11 Mile Road in the city of Berkeley. And at that place and time, you committed the civil infraction of improper lane usage. It had been indicated there, posted right turn only lane, and you appeared to have proceeded straight route. The officer's remarks suggest he saw this from 11 and Coolidge. So the citation is for improper lane use. You have a right to either admit responsibility in this matter, you may admit and explain, or Mr. Ejavan, you can deny responsibility, and we will swear the parties and take testimony. What would you like the court to do for you?
I will admit responsibility for explanation.
Very well. So you're confirming to the court that on the date in question, you were operating a motor vehicle in the city of Berkeley and you made improper lane use, correct?
I didn't make that. It is why I say I will admit with explanation. I have to explain myself.
So what I need is a factual affirmation. If you're admitting with an explanation, we take the admission first and then we take the explanation second. If you believe you were in full compliance with the motor vehicle code, then we will simply swear the parties. So that decision is yours. The court can't make that call for you.
Well,
so do you wish to confirm that you committed the infraction of improper lane use, or do you wish to contest the citation?
I'm willing to contest.
Very well. Please raise your right hands. You both solemnly swear the testimony you shall give before this court shall be the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you very much. The officer has the burden of proof, Mr. Ejavan. Then it will be your turn.
Okay.
Sergeant?
Your Honor, on June 20th this year, around 3:42 in the afternoon, I was stationary at a red light, waiting at the intersection, actually westbound on 11 Mile. I was observing traffic in the intersection at that time when Coolidge had a green light for northbound and southbound. I observed the vehicle, which was a red Volvo, traveling northbound on Coolidge in the right-hand lane, which is a right turn only lane. It continued straight through and across the intersection in that lane and eventually merged over. I stopped the vehicle, made contact with Mr. Ejavan, and cited him for improper lane use. Okay. I also have a video of the incident as well, which caught his driving in the intersection.
Is that queued?
It is queued, Your Honor.
You may share screen at will.
I will bring it up. Can you see my screen, Your Honor?
You're live.
Okay. So you can see cars in the right-hand turn lane making the appropriate right turn.
I don't see it.
And here comes the vehicle by Mr. Ejavan.
So it appears as though that's obviously over at Durst Lumber there, and that's both the bike lane and that right lane is not a travel lane. Is the court correct?
That's correct. That's the parking and the bike lane.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. And is there anything else you wish to add to your testimony, Sergeant Smith?
Nothing to add, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Ejavan, what would you like to tell the court?
Yeah. As the officer said, he said that I went straight to. I have been driving to that location for years. I have an appointment. Usually, at that time, there's a traffic jam. Yes, I was on the right lane, and yes. So I moved to the left about between 2 yards to 3 yards, but I didn't go through as he said on the ticket. I moved to the left lane because there's no any incoming vehicles in front of me or back of me. So I pulled to the right lane when he pulled me over. I didn't go through the to like he said. As you can you can see that on the video. It's when he pulled me over. It's when I moved to the right lane. But I moved 2 to 3 yards between 2 to 3 yards to the left lane, and then when he pulled me over, so I moved to the right lane. I didn't go straight. Yes, I was on the right lane first. But I saw the sign. There are 3 signs which mark you can only make a right turn. But I didn't come to the end. I moved from the first line 2 to 3 yards to the left before he pulled me over. It's when he pulled me over, it's when I moved to the right, but I didn't go through straight, as he said.
You had mentioned that.
Yeah, he said that on a ticket. Is why
And
he
you did see the video that the sergeant just ran, correct, Mr.
Yes.
You can see it too. All right, Sergeant, would you mind running that one more time?
Yes, Ron.
So the court appears to see vehicles proceeding in that left travel lane.
Yes. Okay.
And then it sees if the court sees this correctly, Sergeant, I believe I see the vehicle. Speaking of correct, I see the vehicle correct more or less once it's cleared the stop bar on the north side of 11 Mile Road. Is that a fair statement?
That's fair, Your Honor.
Very well. Anything else by way of rebuttal, Sergeant?
Your Honor, that lane is marked with a arrow on the roadway, which says it's a right-hand turn only lane. And actually, there's a sign as well that it's posted saying that the right-hand turn only lane.
Very well. The court had suggested when it was making its initial presentation today that the burden of proof in a civil matter is a mere preponderance of the evidence, and that burden has been met in this matter. The court does in fact find you responsible, Mr. Ajavan. That doesn't mean anything other than that is what the facts and the evidence are judged to display to this court. The fine in this matter is $130. That is payable through the pay portal on the 44th District Court website, or you can walk a cash check or charge into this court at 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday through Friday between 8:30 and 4:30. That's due within 7 days. You may appeal this court's ruling by posting a cash bond in the amount of $130 within 7. The matter will be placed upon Judge Meineke's formal hearing docket, and the city at that time would be represented by City Prosecutor Dan Christ. So $130 as a bond or a fine within 7. That completes your hearing. Thank you very much for your professionalism, Mr. Ajavan.
Yeah, sir. You say you found me responsible?
I did.
Okay. And you say that if I disagree, I have to come.
Mr. Ajavan, the court just explained to you how the appeal process works.
Okay.
What you're speaking to right now is not it. The court has explained to you how the appeal process works. So $130 is due, either a bond or a fine within 7. If you wish to appeal this court's ruling, you have every perfect right to do so by posting a cash bond of $130 within 7 days. That does complete your hearing. Thank you.
Yeah, $130 in 7 days.
Correct.
Okay. I disagree with your findings, sir. So the video will speak for itself, sir.
Mr. Ajavan, the court has made its ruling. Good luck to you.
Okay, so what really bothered me about the first case is it was very apparent that that dad didn't really understand all that he needed to do to keep the primary custody. And that assistant AG should have explained it all to him. He should have told him all of this. And it sounded very much like he did not. That all he cared about was the dollars and cents, because that's what the 4D court is all about. And I thought that what's more important is to keep his son in the location he's been for the past 4 years. Mom said, oh, we were doing week on, week off. Well, she just said she was homeless then. Did she want her son living on the streets? Is that what she envisioned? Because I don't get that. That's not a competent mother. He is better off with his father. That's where he's been for the past 4 years, not 2, like Mom tried to say. And that's the way it really should remain. So I certainly hope that that father gets some good advice about applying for primary and getting the support changed so that Mom ends up paying. He shouldn't have been paying the past 4 years. He shouldn't have been racking up for the past 4 years. Someone should have told him this. So I feel really bad for him in that case, and I think the judge made the wrong call. I really do. Now, Judge McNally, I feel bad for that man because they are so good at preying, especially on older folks. And my husband, he buys into all these scams, all of them, because they say, well, you could save money and we'll do this, we'll change it all to be like this. And I'm like, no, that's a scam. Don't do it. Do not do this. Hang up on that person right now. And it's always a scam. I always have to tell him, don't do this. You can't do this. Anyway, I feel really bad for this man. And then the woman with Judge Meyer, I feel bad for her too. I feel bad for her dogs. He said she didn't have a, police, encounter history. She didn't have it. So I think I don't know. And then the last one with Judge Urich, he's always good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you another time.